Yo yo. Yo 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 yo. For real? For real? Fuck. Oh. For real. Oopsies. Bum, 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 bum. Hmm. Okay. Good, very good. Okay. Let's see. So, bits, good, good. Faceplate. Let's see. In cutting this... Okay, I can change the fucking song. Bum 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 ba dum bum 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 ba dum bum. Yo yo. Tofungi. Yes, sir. For a little bit. Then I'll probably be busy. Hang on. This camera is so fucked. What is wrong with the fucked up camera? Do this. Cool. Yes. Every day we stray further from God and closer to Games Workshop's plastic gates. Okay. What an absolute nightmare. Hmm. Okay. Good. Sounds like my life. Hey man, life's a mess for everyone. Trying to get this hand to sit semi-flush. Needs wish I had a Dremel. Actually, I think I have a Dremel. Bum 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 bum. So realistically, it should slot with a little bit more work perfectly in. Yes, perfect. He's giving him the side chop. Oops. It's the side chop with the pistol. Like this. Side chop. And then something with this arm I don't know yet. Little something. Little something I don't know. I am not aware. Yep. No, it's just to see what they look like together. It's essentially like, you know, before you glue anything, you can test fit with like blue tack and see if it looks good. I think it looks natural once all of it's done properly. Maybe more like, yeah, like that. Makes more sense. Maybe the pistol. Just kind of wonder what arm I could use for the pistol. What pose does this guy want? Figuring out poses is semi-problematic. Let me hang on. Semi-problematic. kind of like it like this. Looks pretty cool. Maybe having it up like, I could literally just see how this looks really quickly. God damn it. Actually, that will work. It will work. Yep. And then we make the pose like this. And then you put this arm up like this. And now he is... Something like that, but maybe not as aggressive. Hang on. Do I have a hand weapon that has the right arm? Maybe working with this one? Yeah, whenever you're trying to, like, conceptualize things, it's very, laborious. You may have your idea, but, you know, things change, and maybe you don't like the outcome and all this crap, so you're kind of, like, working through it. It's a bit of a back and forth. You like the look of something, you hate the look of something. Condor, yo, buddy. Some things work, some things don't. Test fit, blue tack. Test fit, blue tack. Test fit, blue tack. Lots of that shit. Hmm. interesting pose. Yeah, give me a sec. What do you want, woman? What is the woman? Okay, all right. Let's see the posing on this dwarf. How do we pose this dwarf? Probably something like that. Either way, this is a good pose. It'll work. Just a matter of trying to get this blade to look normal on this guy's torso. It's just very bizarre. It is not your typical conversion, like, weird chopping bit. Dremeling this out would be really good if I could, but whatever. It does work, but I would have to, like, green stuff beard back a little bit. Mochi, stop! Jesus Christ, Mochi. My brain. Mochi has transcended this realm. He now sees the ghosts. He knows where they are. Mochi's just being a fiend. Okay. Oh yes, Rammstein with the song title Big Titties. What even is Rammstein doing anymore with these songs? I'm afraid of the world. I'm afraid of buttered sausage. Not the buttered sausage. Please, no buttered sausage. Get it away from me. What does it want? What is it doing? Buttered sausage. Bum, 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 bum. I think the goal of actually doing this properly would be to sculpt in beard over this. And then stick this into the beard. That would make the most sense. That's got to be exactly how I do it. Because there is no way you could ever glue this in and have it look normal unless you had the beard going. And then everything else could be covered up. Hmm. Okay. So how does this sit? Man, I wish I didn't have to convert a single fucking thing, and I wish I could just build something from the kit, but maybe that's my enjoyment with the hobby. Maybe having a lot of converted things is what brings me the most joy. Maybe that's in part to it. My brain. My large brain is in pain. Maybe I gotta cut it a little bit more. That could work. That could absolutely work. Which fantasy race throwing the biggest rager? Orcs. Warhammer franchise is on sale. What, Total War? Total War is on sale? Ogres. Orcs. Yeah, Total War is good. I mean, if it's on, like, a really good deal, I'd get it. Possibly. I'd fuck with it. If you got the dosh, fuck with it. Oh yes, we love cutting too much out with the fucking clippers, so now you gotta, like, fill in all this. Ay. Number one thing you gotta do when you clip Warhammer is don't clip it to the, mini. Because you can rip out chunks of the mini and it's like, eh. An unfortunate thing, but it's easily fixed, but it's just obnoxious. It is just annoying. Okay, the goal here is to cut out all this plastic if we can, and get it as smooth as possible. to be able to sculpt a slight beard pattern over this. What a nightmare. The things you do for Spearhead. In the pursuit of creativity. Stupid shit you do. Boom, boom. I wonder if gluing these all together would make the most sense. Like, I think I could actually just paint around this and it wouldn't be bad. And it's also Spearhead, so it's not that big of a deal if it's not perfect. Which means I'd have to green stuff this very soon. It's the beauty of Spearhead, just get it done. Play the game, get it done, make it look decent. Get it donezo. We're chilling, we're good. We are chilling. We're just kind of full focused. We are full focused on getting this shit done. Gonna take a while, but you know what? It is what it is. What I should do, for my sanity, actually, I should fucking blue tack the fruits of my labor together so I at least look like I've got fucking progress in my brain. That'd be nice. They're alright. They've only had one album. Unless they recently came back for a second. Cool. Bum, 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 bum. Certain bands come out with like one amazing album and then quit and never come back. I feel like that's literally Apocalypse Orchestra. They're like, you know what? We're gonna make the best fucking album, and then never gonna make music again. I think that's literally where they're at. I believe they don't want to produce music. Not right now. Brush his beard. He's okay. Bum bum bum. Getting this fucking arm posed properly? Having the horns kind of like hinders everything. But it also kind of frames the axe going under there pretty well. Looks kind of cool. Question is, what do you do? How do you get this to work? I like the axe going under the horn, but like this, I don't want every pistol to be just in the same like resting position. That would just be a little bit lame. Wonder if the Arcanaut kit even has like Arcanaut shooting. I think they do. I have no idea. That kind of works. Looks a little strange-ish. I'd rather have it up here, but... Actually, you know what? I think that looks pretty good. Just gotta clip it and, you know, clean it up and make it not look like shit, but I think that's fine. Just as long as the pose is different. Like that arm is just too big on the right. But I can envision it if it's chopped up properly. All right. Not terrible. Yeah, there's no update, Ivana. Jesus Christ, women, chill. Bum 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 bum. Let's put a mask on this guy and see if a mask makes him look a little bit more imposing, and I think it will. Holy shit, what a surprise. It makes him look better. Ish. Kind of, not really. It's too high. Maybe not that mask. I actually kind of like the idea of the masks being flipped up. It's kind of a cool little thing. That could actually look pretty legit, come to think of it. I kind of like the framing of it. Looks cool. I like that. Makes them look different. Different's cool. I'm gonna go with that. Alrighty. Now the long, tedious process of cleaning every fucking bit and gluing every fucking bit. What a nightmare. The endless depression. Well, stage one would be to glue the torso together, so let's at least glue the fucking torso before any other things arise. Hello. Yes, not yet. I need to get that tattoo. My first tattoo will be of my dog, Mochi. God bless him. And his big bean sprout brain heart. Holy shit. Yeah, that's fine. That typing, by the way. You're gonna get the same tattoo with me. You would get one. Well, it would need to be a joke tattoo. That's the idea. I don't think you have hyper-realistic Mochi tattooed on you. Especially with the text Heglo. I don't think that would be it. Do, 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 do. I mean, I don't think you'd want a dog in, like, you want that, if you were to put that photo into realism, imagine having it, like, on your back as a giant, like, mural thing. It'd be very goofy. That would be very, very goofy indeed. Super goofy. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how much free time I have to go get a fucking Mochi tattoo. It's a good idea, though. We shall see. Good lord. Remind me to never make a Warhammer army again. This shit is like taking forever. Dude, painting has to be so liberating. You're like, yes, I finally did it. I finished something. Really, what? An hour every day? I mean, well, this is such a small project, this one I'm working on currently, that, like, it's very feasible to paint. If I was to work on this for 1 month straight, I could get the entire box done. And then by that time, Spearhead's already dead, so, like, maybe it's worth it. Yo. If I was to work on Spearhead non-stop up until, like, the Dwarf release, which is, like, August 3rd, it's like 1 week from now almost. Maybe. Maybe I could get all the infantry done. It's just a lot of cutting and scraping, and there's gonna be, like, puttying and everything, so it's a bit of a trek, but, like, at least it's only 10 units. Bum 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 ba da bum 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 bum. Okay, give me like 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Oh, the arthritis! The arthritis! It's getting to me. Gotta scrape fucking 90 dwarven mold lines per evening. Why do we do this? Nobody knows. Get it away from me. Buttered mold lines. What do they do? What do they want? Get them away from me. Buttered mold lines. Det It's Scala Troll Blood. Throw that one in Google. Det It's Scala Troll Blood. Basically fits perfectly, actually. Just got to, again, green stuff around the blue tack into a beard. Just copy the fucking design of the beard and you're good. Be right back. BR Bizzle. We're done with the Rangers for now. I'm so done with the Rangers. I put them in the case. They're basically done until glue. I am doing Spearhead, Age of Sigmar. I want to play a game in a Games Workshop. It has been 10 years. I have not been to a Games Workshop to play a game in 10 years. So this is the quick and dirty, easy conversion Spearhead venture. That is the idea. Also, mochi hairs are on me. Oh, yeah. I was in there last weekend, and they had, like, 10 people in there playing games. So we are doing, we're doing Caradron. Caradron Spearhead, but we're doing it in the vein of Old World. So, like, a lot of, it's basically the tools of the Caradron stuff, but, like, it'll be in the style of Warhammer Fantasy Dwarves. So, like, gun, hatchet. It's supposed to be some sort of, like, Engineers Guild expedition thing. I'm gonna give them a bunch of, like, tooling bits and whatnot and make them kind of look like they're there to test out some firearms. That's the idea. Just a bunch of, like, experimental weaponry tested out on the field. So, yeah, there's some more stuff that has to be done, but, like, the gist of it is still Caradron handgun, Caradron hand weapon. Each Arcanaut company is going to be that, plus a bunch of bits. The Admiral's going to be, like, some sort of master engineer with like a bunch of schematics and like, I don't know, books or some shit. And then the airship's gonna be kind of a long haul. I think for the sake of playing the game, I may just build the Caradron frigate and then say like I'll do it at a later date, because like there's no way I can convert a wooden hulled like Zeppelin. There's no way. Not with like the time frame I'm in, because I at least want to play a game or two in the next maybe month or so. And that's the cleanser, so I can keep doing my 2K old world stuff. Because when you sit around kind of scraping mold lines all day, and you know you're building a 2,000 point army from scratch, and it takes so long to do it, you can get demoralized. And I just want to do something in the meantime that'll get me playing the game, even if it's not old world. Like, Spearhead is very, very easy to get into. Probably the easiest thing to get into right now, actually. The gameplay is pretty chill. The amount of models you need is 1 box. The rules are all set for you. A ship made of nails would make sense in Viking lore. I mean, it's supposed to be... A lot of the old world, like, dwarven things, like Warhammer Fantasy, was, it's just wooden hulls. Lots of wood for that stuff, it seems. All the Caradron stuff is, like, steel. Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, I love old world, I love fantasy. I grew up on it. Love the dwarves, and I don't really, I'm still kind of not interested in Age of Sigmar, you know, as like a universe and kind of the Fire Slayers and whatnot, but maybe it'll grow on me. Just right now, I'm not really in the mood. If I'm gonna do anything Age of Sigmar, I want it to look fantasy. Some people love Age of Sigmar, you know, that's awesome. I'm just still stuck with Old World. Nice. Is it, how long are your games? Probably like, what, an hour? Age of Sigmar is just a good excuse to use, like, fantasy stuff. Because God knows anyone's gonna make, like... You could play a 500-point old world game, but that's kind of boring. You know? There's, like, no real twist to that. It's just what it is. Whereas Spearhead's, you know, kind of a small game, but there's, like, twists and whatnot and things you can do. Keeps it a little fresh. Under 2 hours. Oh, you were learning it? Yeah, that makes sense. I was gonna say, typically it's about like an hour, I believe, for a game. Maybe less. It's just very appealing to build, like literally 3 boxes of guys and be done. Because if you do a 2,000 point army, you're building fucking God knows how many things. Which, that's fun if you can achieve all that, but if you can't... Again, it's very demoralizing. It is so fucking demoralizing doing one thing for God knows how long. People need breaks. You ever outsource it? Hell no. Nah, everything I do. It's not that I don't enjoy doing this, it's just it's so tedious. I like seeing the finished product. I really love seeing the finished product, but if you want to get every mold line and everything be perfectly smoothed out, yeah, it's a bit of a process. I kind of go all in with most projects, that's why it just takes so long. I'm not really one to kind of like half-ass it, especially with how much money you put into this hobby. Thinking of starting Warhammer, any advice? YouTube videos are really good. If you want to get into this hobby, I suggest you watch a few videos on it. You talking about like the actual tabletop hobby or like the universe? Because the tabletop hobby is kind of a process. Just watching YouTube videos, that's not bad on like the lore and whatnot, but if you want to make miniatures and all that crap, it's a bit. It's a little expensive sometimes. Astra Militarum. So you want to do miniatures. You want to play the Imperial Guard. Because, like, at that point, you already know what you want. Watch YouTube videos, man. Where to start? Astra Militarum, Cadians. Yeah, the Cadian shock troops. I mean, your best bet... Again, you want to do miniatures. Cadians. Maybe just getting into, like... What would you get into? What do they call them now? Combat patrols, battle forces? What is it? What do they call them? Combat Patrol. I mean, honestly, you could start with that. I think the biggest thing about Combat Patrols is that they give you just a variety of units, right? So you don't just get bored doing one. I would say a strong... If I was to redo Warhammer, knowing what I know now, a strong foundation to starting the hobby, to getting invested, and to want to pursue more through understanding, like, you know, what the army is and what they do, and oh my god, I love them. If I was redoing the hobby, I would break it down into the initial purchases, and you don't have to buy the book. I only suggest the book because having the book on hand to go read on the couch or read on the toilet, whatever it may be. I would get the army book, I would get a combat patrol, and I would get all of the tools to build it. I would get no paint, I'd get no paintbrushes, I'd get nothing like that. I would focus on building the miniatures, cleaning the mold lines, putting them on bases. And while you're doing all of that, you can also be reading and maybe thinking about the stuff you want to kind of paint them as or, you know, base them with. And then once you're done gluing them all together and you know a bit more lore, you're like, damn, I really want to do this or I really want to do that. That's what I would do, personally. I would not walk into a Games Workshop and buy paint. I would wait. A lot of people who get into painting immediately kind of like end up hating their work and it maybe deter them from like continuing. It's just good to kind of give painting a little bit more of a thought than like actual building stuff. But that's what I would do. Combat patrol, knife, clippers, sandpaper, glue, book. I mean, if you want to 3D print them, go ahead. If you want to get them from Games Workshop, go ahead. But yeah, I would leave painting to like its own thing. Votan Brock here, because the actual models of those make me want to fucking die. I have a Brock here, I just haven't made it. I've got a resin printer, I just don't have space or time. But the resin printing was for bits, it wasn't for miniatures. One of the craziest things in today's times is being a digital sculptor and owning a 3D printer, because what that means is you could essentially print whatever you make yourself. It's like a cheat. It's like a hack. It's like putting old cheat codes into like StarCraft and shit. If you're good at 3D sculpting, holy shit, digital sculpting, you could fucking lose your mind. Like, if I was good at sculpting, I'd sit here fucking dwarf trains, dwarf shields, dwarf baggage, dwarf fucking guns, dwarven axes, dwarven, like, ancestor runes. I don't even... everything. I'd sit here for ages just sculpting 50 billion different things. It'd be so sick. I'd sculpt all the fucking final bosses of, like, the Gotrek and Felix books. Like, just... it's so cool. But, alas, no time. Alas, there is no time. And they do say there is no time like the present. Well, I say I got no fucking time in the present. Bum ba bum ba bum. Okay, before I leave tonight, I want to glue this torso together. And the fact that I only need 10 of these guys is quite impressive. Only 10, not 20, not 50, not 30, not 100, not 11. We only need to make 10 Arcanaut Company. We are blessed. This project could be done any day. And with the new dwarves coming up, oof. People do use resin. Resin's a thing. The Stranger's Helm from the Acolyte. That's cool. Hasbro announced theirs. You know, the thing is, Captain Enoch looks pretty cool. I'm not really a big fan of the Empire stuff, but, like, his helmet's cool. I was going to say, because Hasbro already did, I think they did both. I think they literally ended up doing both already for, like, the Black Series. What? Huh? Earlier today. Shoot him again. Yeah, the helms are cool. It's just you got no room to display them unless you put them on, like, fucking bike stands. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 ba, 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 bum. Holy gamoly. Okay. Soon. TM soon. The beauty of sanding sponges is you can just be an absolute ape with it, and it looks fine. It's an area of effect. It's a gangplank barrel sanding technique. You just go in, you drag it along, you don't think, it sands everything nice and smooth, and it rounds out the edges. You're not killing detail. You're rounding it out. As it should be. And you're good. Question is, though, ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. And with everything rounded out, I can maybe glue them. Which is one half of the battle done, because the other half is the fucking arms. And the amount of bullshit you gotta do to get them into place. Coop. Yes, glue. I glued a mini earlier today. Fucking astronomical progression. I genuinely feel like I could get this project done, and I could paint it on stream and be okay with it, because it's not, like, incredibly... There's just no baggage. I feel like I could actually use this as a test paint army. As a for fun, go in and play Spearhead army. Buy a resin printer. Hey, go for it, buddy. I saw your message, by the way. I'll get back to you, okay? After the stream ends, after I'm done gluing this, I'll let you know. Ba 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 da da da. Boom ba 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 boom 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 ba 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 boom. Do 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 do. Okay. Can I glue this together? Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna say we can. We can do it. Alright. It's good for now. Holy shit. Progress. We basically need 8 more infantry. Realistically. 8 more conversions. I pray we can finish. I do pray. Good. Okay. I am dead set satisfied on, like, literally barely any progress, but it's progress. So with the body glued, put this back on real quick, see what it looks like. Oops. This arm should slot perfectly here, kind of. How much chopping I did. Yep. That looks good. With a bit of green stuff, it'll look perfect. So he's kind of giving you the, you know? Hacking at your fucking knees. Because he can't hit anything else, because he's kind of vertically challenged. Not S-word. Then from that, this needs a bit of work, but something like that. I think it looks aight. It's not amazing, but it's good. Now that you are a pro, when are you building a Titan? Should I just build a dwarf the size of a Titan? Would that work? I don't think there's a single thing but a mountain that is the size of a Titan that you could build for a dwarven army. I would literally just build the mountain. Alex, yo, buddy. Actually, gotta hold this together. A mountain with legs. Yeah, this is the new, like, EP. For now. We're good. We're gonna be ending, though. We're gonna be ending because we have, it's like 11 p.m. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna motivate myself. Okay. Spearhead Caradron. 2 out of 10. Admiral. Skywarden. Bum, 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 bum. Select color, golden. Select background opacity. Not in golden, but in black. Black background. Color of text, golden. Beautiful. That is too big. Select font. N. Runic. Perfect. Sneeze. You never say hi when I say hola. I said hi. I said, yo, buddy. I said, hello, sir. Thank you. Why do I keep mixing up my projects? Do you guys do more than one project at a time? Is that normal? Are you guys working on, like, 2 different things at once? I don't even think it's ADHD. I think it's more so just like, when you do Warhammer, it's a very long and tedious process. So like, you're kind of just doing something, doing something, doing something, doing something. And it's not that you hate what you're doing and you're burnt out. It's just you want... Maybe you do hate what you're doing. I can't blame you if you hate scraping mold lines for 30 years, but... you want a break. You want to work on something else. Like, I've scraped mold lines for months on end, and I am seeing my army come together, but it's still kind of a slow burn process, and like, you need that mental fortitude to keep doing it. Or you need a mental reset, just do something else in the meantime. Like, realistically, I could still scrape my 2,000 point army and never play a single Warhammer game of any kind for, like, a year. You know, needing to paint, needing to base, needing to do everything. And instead of doing that, well, maybe I finish this little spearhead, and I can take it into a Games Workshop and play games and still work on Old World. Or, you know, whatever it may be. This hobby just takes such a long time, at least for me. Even in my youth, when I would, like, power through projects, it would be still kind of a long time, but not nearly as bad. Still painting my fiends. Did you post those in the Discord? I think I saw them. Those are weird fucking minis. They're cool, though. Again, painting must be so liberating just because you're at the end of the road. You've done everything to get there. Yeah, they're weird for sure. Wait, did I just fuck this up? My friend does Warhammer painting competitions. That's cool. A Renekton model for a gift. That's really cool. Yeah, there's a few, there's a couple of 3D prints out there for, like, League of Legends stuff. Not very common, you see people doing it, but it's out there. Okay. I'm done for now. I am gonna go do a little bit of dishes and go to bed. I'm out of here. Tomorrow, I actually don't think I'm really doing anything, so we should be able to stream League, actually. Chances are I still have stuff to do, but it's not as bad because I did so much today. But yeah, I'm out of here. That's it for me. Everyone take care of yourselves. Be well. Stay safe.